Hi, this is Elizabeth Black, and I am talking about random subjects, random movies, random shows that I've collected and loved and watching on streaming and wondering questions that I did not realize or realize at the time, and I'm bringing them up now. This topic is why ship them at all? It seems to be a constant thing on websites and shows and streaming videos I like to watch where who would you want with this character? And I totally understand it. I constantly think about that in my own personal relationships or thinking like, what's your number movie? Where I'm thinking, okay, who would I want to be with, or who do I want that character to choose from all the idiotic choices they've had? And honestly, I'm starting to realize a lot of these fucking characters, sorry, my curse word, should stay single. Why punish those people with this character? And as I'm currently single and possibly will always be single because things I just don't realize in my own relationship, I realize in other fictional ones. And it is with Veronica Mars. It is with Rory Gilmore or Lorelai Gilmore if you go by her birth name. It is Carrie Bradshaw. It is Lucas Scott. And I can't believe Nathan Scott is not on this list from season 1 of One Tree Hill, but he has been dropped after season 1. It is shocking how I never realized it or too much did not see it. How many of these people are douchebags or not at all right? And there was something about Heart of Dixie where I should know this with Zoe Hart, but I didn't watch all the shows or haven't really got a huge grasp on it. But it's shocking that the character I disliked in the first season was Lemon Breland, and then apparently loads of people are like, Lemon Breland is the reason why you watch the show. And it is also, when I'm watching Sex and the City, I just want to mute Carrie Bradshaw and Charlotte, don't know what her last name is, but I just want to watch Samantha and Miranda. That's it. And it's come to be where One Tree Hill, Lucas Scott is a douche. He is an absolute fucking douche. And he cheated, played, and dragged a woman to a wedding, her own wedding, and then has the audacity before and during and then after the wedding to deny his feelings for Peyton Sawyer. And it's outrageous how you have this man denying his feelings, the cost of a wedding, the cost of her heart, and he brings her to the point where she ends up finding out, as the editor of his work, that the comet that he was talking about was her car. And it's with like Veronica Mars, if you count the revival, which I absolutely will. This woman has this man who I would never ever date in my fucking life. Sorry, curse word. I would never date. He was abusive. He was a cheater. He hurt people. He was involved with roofies, which should be an automatic drop on the what do you call it? Consideration list of men to date. And she continued with him. And then this man who's always had anger issues, who has a reason also to be angry, but doesn't know how to control his anger, is now in this part where he's a Navy officer. And of course it makes sense because you had to be extremely wake up early to be Navy punctual, and this man was a surfer, which you gotta come in real fucking early, especially before your classes, if you even show up to the classes, which I doubt he did. And he loves the water. It's his element. So makes total sense he joins the Navy instead of all the other Army forces, Army positions. So we got this man who's going to therapy. He is trying to address the anger issue that he always had. He has like the Hulk issue. He's always angry. He's always pissed off, and he is reining it in. He's being subordinate. He is being respectful. He's being timely, courteous. He's everything I wanted in a man and wanted in him in the beginning, but he was this gigantic douche and ass. And we got this totally different Logan. If you coming in with just the first season of the online streaming episodes, you would love this Logan. And then when he's punching that wall, I am thinking, love the way you lie with Rihanna and Eminem, where I'm walking out. I am walking out. There is a hole in the wall. This man just went completely ballistic, and she jumps him, sexually jumping him, all aroused about this attitude. She's saying like he's a shell of his former self. No, woman, he's becoming a person you would want in a man, not the asshole that was there beforehand that you were all hot and steamy for, but then upset and angry when he was being himself. So he was totally right. She needs to go to therapy. She was turned on by his violent outburst and his punch. There's some issue going on with her. Like, I followed her from the first season. I know what she's gone through. But I do not understand being aroused by someone punching a wall and being all angry when at one point she was angry and her father came in and pushed him against the wall and says, "You do not do that to my daughter," and kicked him out. And she's all for it. I can't grasp this woman. I mean, this woman, I absolutely adored. I loved her. And then I'm thinking, I still like you. I still love you. You're a great character. You're going through a lot. But you should be single, and he should find a better woman. Because he does not need a woman that's going to want to bring him to his dark side when he's trying to become a better man and become a better person and control his anger, which he can't always do. He can't ever do. He's bottling it in, but he's trying to fix it. And Veronica is just backtracking all his work. And Rory Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. This is one of the GGs. Honestly, I think there's Golden Girls, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl. I'm not sure if there's any other kind of girl titled show. But this GG, she has cheated on a man that was married. She lost her virginity. If you didn't know this, well, it's too late. I'm going to say she lost her virginity to Dean after he's married. Now, I was watching some of the episodes again, and I remember the Donna Reed episode one, where he likes a woman that comes after he's working to a meal made for him. And here we have, much later on when he's married, not in the revival, but during the actual show, being served food, who can't cook, but she's trying her best. And he seems unhappy. He has to work more hours, more shifts, but she also wants him available. And Rory is getting in this relationship. She is making it seem like she's the bad guy. But at the same time, this is what he wanted. This is the relationship and the wife he wanted when they were dating. When Rory and Dean were dating, this is what he was mentioning would be great and nice. That Rory even dressed up like a Donna Reed character when she was babysitting, pet sitting, house sitting, the neighbor's place. And this man cheats on his wife with Rory. He even wanted Rory during the day before the wedding, and Luke was kind enough and direct enough to tell Rory, do not go to the wedding. And Rory didn't, although she did, far away outside the church to watch him leave. Now a married man, and she sleeps with him. And then we think, okay, this was a bad turn. She lost her virginity to a married man. Maybe she'll fix herself. She'll pick up the pieces and move on. Realize the mistake she did. No, she ends up sending a letter to Dean, which gets intercepted. The whole town dislikes her. Come college, she's doing friends with benefits, but not friends with Logan Huntsberger. I can't pronounce it. It sounds like a hamburger helper kind of name. But here is a man who does not do relationships. He's upfront about it. He does casual. That's his thing. She wants to change him. And he ends up changing. He actually says, I'm doing this. And she says, so are you going to tell her or am I? Oh, shit. And he goes and supposedly tells the woman that came for a hookup that he's now boyfriend-girlfriend with Rory Gilmore. So the revival comes after she had turned down him during the graduation. She's going to go on the road following Senator Obama's campaign. And the revival, she has a man named Paul, which is also the name as a dog, which is how come I can remember the name of the dog. Name of the person. And this man is the epitome of nice guy that's forgotten for her. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I meet nice guys, I don't forget them. They're not absent. I'm not like dating someone and saying, oh, what's that guy's name that I'm dating? Oh. And then we're not even sure if she's had sex with this man. Maybe she's managing to pull him along without having sex. But who is that man she wants to drop, she wants to dump? She has to write a post-it note for in front of. Guess who makes an appearance? Jess. Jess makes an appearance. And then we got this man. We got Jess. We got Dean. We got this boyfriend that she keeps forgetting the name about. His name is Paul, but she keeps forgetting it. Who is it? She invites him to dinner parties, invites him to dinners, invites him to certain things. He shows up like a great boyfriend. He's not like calling saying, hey, I'm running late, or he just shows up right on time. And she is like, what are you doing here? You invited me. Don't you remember? Now, I didn't watch all the revivals because I was just slapping my head with this unbearable character that I loved in the first season. It seems to be a thing where I do not really see the flaws until past season 1. And I should see them right away if I don't. And he comes, and she trails him along, and she's left her place. She is moved out. She has a boyfriend. She goes back to multiple places. She goes to London or England or someplace where guess who is there? Besides a client she's ghostwriting for, is thinking about writing her biography. There is Logan Hunsberger, who is married. Yes, he is married. No, correction. I believe he's getting married, but he's still sleeping with Rory. He's the person he would always be. He changed, but then he came back to being who he was. She is with him, but not with him. She is the buddy, the blank buddy in London. And then she comes back home, and she goes to various places. She crashes on their couch instead of having her own place. She's doing a nomad traveling thing while she has a boyfriend. And then comes the last words. Mom, yeah, I'm pregnant. Now, I should probably double check this, the right last 4 words. This is the classic words that were originally going to be in the show until the original writer had to leave due to some conflicting issues. I do not like that ending, but that's another topic for another subject. What we do have is Rory gets dumped by Paul. Of course she's going to get dumped because she is being a jackass. She's trailing this guy along. She's not seeing him. She's constantly leaving. She's not calling. She's not really answering apparently any contact to him because I think she would realize, hey, she invited someone. She like talks and says, I guess, hey, I'm having a dinner. You want to come? And he comes. But there was no real communication. And then there's the shipping for Rory Gilmore. Dean, Jess, Logan. Which one? Let's see. Dean was a controlling freak who constantly was insecure, constantly worried about Rory cheating, constantly worried about her being unavailable or loads of things. It was just so overwhelming. And then we have Jess, who was only trying when he didn't have her, when he was trying to get her away from Dean. He's trying with the picnic. He's trying to be sweet. He's trying to be kind. He's being honest. And he's doing all this when she's with Dean. And then comes the dance where they break up. Dean and Rory break up. Or rather, Dean breaks up with her, realizing she's constantly focused on Jess, not on him. And it's true. And it comes down Jess and Rory. Rory's coming in to this pond area upset. Jess comes in and says, is it really over? She says yes. And they become something. But he stops trying. He stops not even trying. He stops doing anything that he did during the time she was showing interest in him. And he was trying hard to be in her life, start attending events. Now he's got the girl. Now there's no effort. There is no need to go to picnics or events or join her or anything that she poses an interest in that he doesn't actually enjoy. While they have things in common, there are things that she likes to do, and he just be like, and his disrespect on Lorelai, the woman in her life that she holds so much value to. And it's not just because they're mother and daughter, but it's because they have this like friendship, and he's totally disrespectful. But come the revival, he's suddenly a changed man. He's a better person. Actually, he was somewhat becoming a better person when he did his guest appearances later on in the show. But here is a man who's writing, who's still writing, who's publishing, he's an author, he's articulate, he's well mannered, he's well dressed, he's appreciative of Luke and everything. He's not the creep that was beforehand. He wasn't the guy who we were like is the resident bad boy of the whole town. We have a man that comes up and grows and becomes this person, and you just be like, I want you to date a man like that, or if he's taken, find someone that's just like him. And now I'm thinking, just do not date Rory. Rory is right now in a crisis. She doesn't have a place. She's trying to find her lucky dress for an interview or a place where she thinks she has the job automatically. And he's trying to encourage her, make her realize that there is something in her that is wonderful and amazing. But as Rory's been stringing along, her boyfriend is with a man that's about to be married. I don't want Jess with her. I don't want Jess where he's like thinking maybe he's gonna end up seeing her with Logan and he's sleeping with her. And she's sleeping with him because he's doing this to a guy that she didn't want to be with. And she dumped him. She's like, I'm gonna be my own person, but now is this woman. I just can't. And who was the other one? Carrie Bradshaw. That was unbelievable. Again, cheating. It seems to be a common thing along with Lucas Scott, where it's just constant cheating. All these main characters have cheated, and then it's like, we should give them a relationship where it's functional, or rather, with a functional man later on, and tear that person apart with this woman who is not put together, or this man that's not put together. We have Carrie Bradshaw cheating on a man who, honestly, he was the furniture guy. I actually forgot his name, which is shocking because at one point wanted to date him myself. I had it on the tip of my tongue and it's gone. But furniture guy, he just wants to be on the couch, lay down, fried chicken. He doesn't want to go out. He doesn't want to do anything. This woman loves to go to bars, likes to go to clubs, likes to go out all the time, likes to dress up. She likes her shoes, which we found out when she needs to make a down payment. Aiden, that was the name. Aiden. And here we have Carrie Bradshaw cheating with Big. And in the beginning when it was with Big, she constantly wanted Big to change. She constantly was like assuming and attacking this man. Oh, he's with a woman. Oh, he's doing this. Like, you don't even know him. You're still meeting him. And you're attacking him for every goddamn thing he's doing. You don't even get to see each other. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's not working as a freelance writer at a post where apparently a paper that makes a lot of money. I mean, during that time, they're probably more per word. But this man is doing a lot of things, and she's constantly feeling victimized all the time. And then she dates other people. She dates this man who, sometime later, who's also a writer, and when she's become a plush writer, she meets this man, and he ends up feeling insecure and dumps her because she's more successful. He hates that he's like this. His name is Burger. It's an actual burger this time. And this time, it's like, you leave. You absolutely walk away because you are feeling insecure about her success. It's just yours. You go away. Out. Bye-bye. And she's upset, which I can't blame her because she thought, like, here's a man who understands, who appreciates her, and then he ends up being this person he didn't want to be, but he ends up being. But Carrie, although does not deserve this man deserves to be with no one. She wanted too much from Big. This man is not even the person that's marriage material. I'm not talking about the revival movies I don't even watch. I think I watched the first movie and I don't remember it. She goes with Aiden. Aiden and Big have a fight, involves some mud wrestling, and he ends up leaving. Which you can't blame him because she was with Big. And Big, is this a common thing? Was married. But this woman ends up being played one of the main characters in Blue Bloods. He is cheating on his wife with Carrie. This is where what's the way we were, where he chose the uncomplicated woman to be with and walks away. And then we have Carrie, the frizzy-haired character. But in this case, because the way we were was a movie with Barbara Streisand, and I forgot the name, and I own the movie. We have Carrie Bradshaw, the continuation. What would be this premise, but with a TV show? Without the political causes. Because she was very political in the way we were. Not Carrie Bradshaw, Sarah Jessica Parker. This is Barbara Streisand. Jessica Parker's character is not political. It's fine. Totally fine. I mean, I'm talking about fictional characters. We're not going political. She ends up being the other woman, and I just can't grasp this. He chose who he wanted. For the rest of his life, if he gets a divorce, because we can get divorces, he's not divorced. He's married. She is single. Or not single. She cannot at all figure out who she wants. And she needs to realize that being single is nothing wrong. But being with a married man is absolutely wrong. And she feels guilty only when she's really caught. And I just can't grasp it. It's like we're all shipping. Even I was shipping these characters with a previous boyfriend. This is like What's Your Number movie. How about we realize that in our past relationships, while some we didn't dump them, or in my case, some of them I didn't dump, they dumped me. Guess why? I'm complicated. But anyway, I'm complicated. Anyways, it was like, how about if they didn't dump the character, but rather that person left them all behind, and you get to choose which one you want to be with. How about you realize that while some have grown, maybe some haven't grown, maybe they're the same person and you didn't appreciate them for that person, that why would you put yourself around the rest of your life where it's like, I must be in a relationship? How about just being single and living your life, enjoying your life, date, casual, whatever you want to do, but why must you be with someone? Why must it have to be this number? Maybe none of them were right. Maybe you weren't right for them. Maybe you should stay single and work on yourself. Because if you're dating people that are married, you're the mistress, you're the other person. Or, I'm not sure what's the term for Lucas Scott, because he's the male in this list of people. You should be single and improve yourself. Get your head in a space where you're not the other person in a relationship, but you are in the relationship with the other person, and no third wheel is around. And you're not the third wheel either. Why put these people like Jess has changed to a better man, and you're gonna be like Rory with Jess, Rory with Dean, Rory with Logan? How about the guy that was a great guy who ended up being passed out or so naked in the campus? How about you don't give this man who was dismissed and realized that Rory didn't like him, this nice guy that we don't know much about, so how about you do not give him a woman that cheats and doesn't know what she wants and loses her virginity. I should probably stop saying this. Losing her virginity. She made a mistake. How about later on? Constantly making more mistakes. She needs to get herself together. Why are you going to put this nice man with this woman who can't figure herself out? Why are you going to put Jess, who's improved and changed from the man we didn't like in the beginning, who was disrespectful to Lorelai, with Rory? Why are you going to put Dean, who I believe may be still married, I'm not sure, I can't remember, with Rory? Dean didn't want to be dumped? Didn't he want to be cheated? He didn't want any of this, and this is who she is. She is the person we did not like. In Logan, we did not like the idea, and when it was like Veronica Mars, we didn't like when Logan was sleeping with Madison, but then they weren't together. These are the characteristics we do not like in other characters, end up being the main character who does it. Lucas Scott, flinging along, saying, oh, Peyton is so complicated. Yes, she's crazy complicated. She is extremely too much. You like her. You like her despite that she's too much, but then you leave her and you're like, this is too much. She doesn't know what she wants. She wants him. She doesn't want him. He wants more than just casual with her, and she dismisses him. Fine. And then he's with Brooke. But then he's stringing Brooke along while he's still having feelings with Peyton, and he's cheating on Brooke with Peyton. And then and then there was this woman, this casual hookup at the bar when he was using a fake ID. This is not the man came in first episode. Classic victim, classic nice guy who wants to be a writer, likes music, likes philosophy, has these deep thoughts, and then he has having these deep thoughts about being with multiple women and stringing them along. Why ship them out? And I'm assuming there's more shows. There's always going to be more shows. Every show we have that some series probably has this where why are you with the characters? Based on like 3 episodes of Vampire Diaries, a serial killer, a person that kills and kills, ends up being one of the top characters of ship her with him or him. Which of the brothers? The one that like easily has homicidal killings, the one that was addicted to blood. Which one should we put? And then there's this huge thing where Damon is so in love with her and says it and wipes the memory. I don't know, but I find that homicidal rage that was in the beginning of the show, the only part of the show I watched, is not attractive. But somehow it gets away with it in the show. He is hot. Not denying that. But ironically, one of the Stefan brothers, Stefan did play in the OC, where Marissa Cooper should be single. It's just this predicament where we ship, and we shouldn't. Is there a character you don't want to ship? Is there a character you believe should be single too? Is there someone who's like, you're thinking you need to work on yourself? You do not need to put these people in a place where they are filled with worry or drama, that you're cheating on them or playing with their hearts and their minds. Who are you thinking of? Because I could come up by plenty more, but I'm asking you, who do you think we shouldn't ship at all? Tell me. This is Elizabeth Black talking about why ship them at all.